Greetings, my people. First, let us thank God for giving us another day of life and His blessing, as well as our family and friends. Welcome to the Dominic Sports Picks channel, where we also give our NBA analysis a hard look. Here you'll find everything you need to bet safely. The possible winner of each game. Whether the scoreboard will be broken with highs or lows. And of course, our classic club player bats, so you know which player is going to break it tonight. This isn't a story, this is numbers, logic, and vision. If you're an NBA fan and like to play smart, this is your channel. Subscribe, turn on that bell, and follow us every day, as we analyze every game, every piece of information, and every pick. With Dominic Sports Picks, you don't go in blind, you go in to win. NBA, MLB, NHL, NFL, any league. Here, we study to win. Let's get started. My friends at Dominic Sports Picks, here are our updated statistics for today, with the goal of maintaining transparent and honest communication with all our followers. In this report, we clearly reflect our success and loss ratios, offering a real-world view of the performance of our picks. At Dominic Sports Picks, we believe that trust is built with verifiable results, consistent commitment, and complete transparency in every shared analysis. Now, let's get to today's analysis. NBA Sunday is heating up. The Target Center hosts a high-stakes Western Conference showdown as the Timberwolves look to protect their home court against a battle-worn Warriors squad. With playoff positioning on the line and star power in the spotlight, Minneapolis is the place to be. Will size dominate the paint, or will shooting reign supreme? Let's dive in. Pick 1, Minnesota Timberwolves minus 4.0 to win. Home court advantage and roster depth are the deciding factors here. Minnesota boasts an impressive 15-7 record at home, while Golden State continues to struggle on the road, 8-14. The season-ending injury to Jimmy Butler, ACL, and lingering questions regarding Stephen Curry's knee leave the Warriors without their defensive anchor and primary scoring engine at full strength. Conversely, the duo of Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert presents a massive logistical nightmare for Steve Kerr's small ball lineup. Draymond Green will find it nearly impossible to neutralize that much size in the paint. Having already beaten the Warriors in San Francisco earlier this season, 127-120, the Wolves have the blueprint for success. Covering a modest 4-point spread is highly likely for a team averaging 120 ppg, especially against a depleted Golden State rotation that lacks the bench depth to maintain high intensity for all 4 quarters. Pick 2, totals over 229.0 points scored. Signs point toward an offensive explosion in the Twin Cities. Recent trends heavily favor the over. Golden State has cleared the total in 5 consecutive games, driven by a fast pace and a defense that has struggled significantly without Butler. Minnesota's defensive metrics have also dipped recently, allowing 120-plus points in each of their last 3 outings. This defensive slump creates a perfect environment for a high-scoring affair, even if the Warriors are short-handed. The Dub Nation playstyle inherently forces opponents into a track meet, and with a total set at 229.0, there is plenty of breathing room, both. Teams have been combining for roughly 236 points per game this season. Expect Anthony Edwards to attack the rim relentlessly while Buddy Hield and Brandon Podziemski keep the pace high from the perimeter. This line should be cleared well before the final buzzer if the current offensive momentum holds. The stage is set and the data is clear. This matchup offers a prime opportunity to capitalize on Minnesota's physical dominance and the fast-paced nature of Golden State's current system. Trust the trends, stay disciplined with your strategy, and get ready to enjoy a thrilling night of NBA action. It's time to lock in those picks and hunt for that W. Let's get that green. NBA Sunday heats up in the Lone Star State. The Frost Bank Center hosts a matchup of 2 teams heading in opposite directions. On one side, Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs are soaring toward the top of the West. On the other, the Pelicans look lost and short-handed this season. Can Zion pull off a massive upset, or will the alien defend his home court? Let's dive into the winning picks. Pick 1, San Antonio Spurs minus 9.0 to win. The minus 9.0 spread for San Antonio is the strongest play given the current competitive gap. The Spurs boast a dominant home record and a lineup led by Victor Wembanyama, who is putting up MVP numbers, and rookie standout Stephon Castle, who has mastered the team's flow. DeJounte Murray's extended absence, Achilles, has left New Orleans without its primary playmaker, forcing Zion Williamson to battle a defensive wall featuring the league's best rim protector. Furthermore, the Pelicans hold a dismal 4-21 road record, showing a concerning lack of grit in late-game situations. San Antonio doesn't just have the physical edge, they possess a bench depth that New Orleans, thinned out by injuries to Jose Alvarado and Herb Jones, simply cannot match right now. With the Spurs' high-octane transition game and the Pelicans' defensive struggles, expect Popovich's squad to secure a double-digit victory easily in front of their home crowd. Pick 2, totals over 232. 0 points scored. A 232.0 point total seems low considering the blistering pace both teams are playing at in 2026. San Antonio has evolved into an offensive powerhouse, averaging 118.5 ppg by using Wemby's gravity to create wide-open looks for their shooters. Meanwhile, the Pelicans continue to score respectably through Trey Murphy 3, but their defense has been non-existent, giving up over 122 ppg. The historical data backs this up. 3 of their last 4 head-to-head matchups have comfortably cleared the 235-point mark. Without defensive stoppers like Jones to slow down the Spurs' fast breaks, this game is destined to become a high-scoring shootout. New Orleans often finds itself playing from behind, forcing them into short-clock possessions that will rapidly inflate the score toward the over. It's a logical bet based on the visitors' lack of defensive discipline and the Spurs' elite offensive efficiency at home. The stage is set for a profitable night of basketball. San Antonio's overwhelming dominance and the high-scoring trends of both squads provide a rock-solid foundation for these picks. Don't miss the chance to capitalize on this line mismatch and the aliens' reign in the paint. Trust the data, enjoy the high-flying action, and let's go hunt for that W together. Good luck and let's get that green. Injury bug hits the desert. The Heat vs Suns matchup takes a wild turn with Booker and Harrow officially sidelined. This battle shifts from a star-studded showcase to a test of depth and coaching chess moves. With secondary scorers stepping into the limelight, there's massive value waiting for those who can read the new lines. Let's cash in today. Pick 1, Miami Heat plus 6.5 to win. Taking Miami Heat at plus 6. 5 is a strategic masterclass with Devin Booker ruled out due to an ankle sprain and Jalen Green listed as day-to-day. Booker's 25 ppg and elite playmaking are irreplaceable. Phoenix is 1-2 without him this season, often suffering lopsided defeats when their primary engine is missing. While Miami loses Tyler Herro's spacing, they are seasoned veterans in this scenario, posting a solid 19-15 record without him this campaign. Norman Powell has emerged as a scoring machine, averaging 23.8 ppg, and Bam Adebayo's interior dominance will be too much for a Suns frontcourt without their offensive anchor to keep them honest. Eric Spoelstra's Heat are built for next-man-up situations, and covering a 6.5-point spread against a depleted Suns squad led by Dillon Brooks and Grayson Allen is highly probable. Miami already took down Phoenix 127-121 earlier this month. Without Booker to close out the game, the Heat are poised to cover or win outright. Pick 2, totals over 222. 0 points scored. The 222.0 total remains a significant undervaluation even with the star scorers in the training room. Modern NBA pace in 2026 ensures high-volume shooting, and Miami's system under Powell and Jaquez Jr. continues to push for 119 ppg regardless of the lineup. Phoenix's depth, featuring shooters like Gillespie and Allen, will likely force a fast tempo to compensate for Booker's absence, often leading to defensive lapses on the other end. Their previous meeting saw 248 total points, meaning today's line has a massive 26-point buffer for bettors. While the Suns rank well defensively, their efficiency drops when they can't control the clock through Booker's isolation plays. Expect a scrappy, high-possession game where both teams hover around the 112-115 mark. Even with a slight dip in efficiency, the 222-point threshold is a low hurdle for two rosters that prioritize three-point volume and fast break points. This over is the play for those capitalizing on the market's overreaction to injury news. Injuries create the best opportunities in the betting market. Use these absences to your advantage and capitalize on the adjusted spreads. Miami's depth and a low-scoring bar make for a potent combination this Sunday. Trust the numbers, back the grit of the Heat, and get ready to toast to a successful night of NBA action. Let's secure that green and win. Family, now we continue with our props players. Jeremiah Fears has emerged as one of the most dynamic rookies in the NBA this season, and the line of 16.5 for his combined points, rebounds, and assists (PRA) offers significant value for this matchup against the San Antonio Spurs. Currently averaging 13.9 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 3.2 assists per game, Fears maintains a season average of 20.8 PRA, well above the 16.5 threshold. The primary catalyst for this pick is the current state of the New Orleans backcourt. With DeJounte Murray sidelined long-term and Jose Alvarado questionable, Fears has seen his responsibility in minutes skyrocket, often logging between 28 and 34 minutes per contest. This increased playing time directly correlates to a higher volume of opportunities in both scoring and facilitating roles. Fears is not just a scorer, he has shown an elite ability to crash the boards for his size and exploit the gaps in defensive transitions. When facing the Spurs this season, Fears has already proven his effectiveness, averaging 18.0 PRA across 3 meetings. San Antonio's high-paced offensive style, averaging nearly 118 points per game, creates a track-meet environment that suits Fears' athletic profile perfectly. In his recent outings, Fears has been remarkably consistent, recording 18, 19, and 27 PRA in his last 3 games. Even when Victor Wembanyama's presence in the paint deters direct drives, Fears has adapted by utilizing his pull-up jumper and finding open teammates on the perimeter, which boosts his assist numbers. The projected game total of over 237 points indicates a high-possession affair where defensive rotations will likely be loose, providing Fears with ample chances to accumulate stats in all 3 categories. Given his average of 12.2 field goal attempts and a usage rate that has hovered near 22% in the absence of veteran guards, the 16.5 PRA line serves as a very safe floor for a player of his versatility and current momentum. My people, until tomorrow, blessings and good luck to all.